For me, School's Out is about childhood. It's about that feeling of wonder that we're all born with. That kind of sparkle in your eye that life tends to slowly wear out of you. We wanted to make a place where no one ever lost it. And that's what Saga-ii is. School's Out kind of served as the North Star for the entire EP.
For me, school was always a big struggle. So I lived for that feeling when the bell rang and I was free to do whatever I wanted. I tried to channel that feeling when we were writing this song.
I wanted to use sounds I heard growing up in this song. I love how many styles there are within Indian music, and I've always wanted electronic music to have that microtonal swag on top of it. So we chopped up some Sufi samples to give it that feeling.
It was my first time in India, so I experienced some serious culture shock. It was a sick opportunity to get out there and dive deeper though. Being there really put me on some amazing music styles from the area. We even got the chance to get into the studio with some classical musicians to record some insane samples and melodies for future tracks. Our last video was all about computer-generated perfection. We were able to control every aspect of everything. For School's Out, we wanted to do the complete opposite. We didn't want it to feel staged or too perfect. It's supposed to feel like you just FaceTimed in.
I always knew I wanted to shoot the video in India. It's where I was born. It's one of the most visceral places on earth. The colors, the smells, no other place is quite like it. People in America don't often get to see what the culture is like there in an unstaged and organic way. We knew we wanted to work with real kids, not actors. We wanted this whole thing we just wanted it to feel real. The first 2 days were in Dharavi, which is the second largest slum in the world. Filming was mad. Whenever you do anything in India, a large crowd gathers. And while we were filming, the fattest crowd surrounded us. By the end, we had all these random aunties, uncles, kids, helping us direct traffic. They would just step in whenever they needed to. The sense of community was actually pretty incredible. Even though there were so many people there, somehow everyone seemed to know everyone.
For the main performance, we didn't even have to audition any extras, because the kids would just show up and start dancing. There was this one kid in an arm cast, and he kept showing up, seeming like he wanted to get in front of the camera. And then during the scene, we just put the camera on him and he just started dancing like crazy, these moves. He was a legend.
For us, these 6 kids perfectly captured the essence of School's Out, that feeling of childhood wonder despite any circumstance. On the last day, Anish, one of the kids, started crying because he was so sad it was over. It absolutely broke my heart. We had an incredible time on the shoot, and I think it really shows in the video. I'd like to dedicate this video to my little sister, Aisha. She was dealt a lot of really shit hands in life, but still managed to stay pretty happy. She's always talked about finding happiness in difficult places, and that's really stuck with me. The kids we worked with were born in some pretty tough circumstances, but they still embodied that universal feeling of just being a kid. And that's what School's Out is about. This is just the beginning. Stay tuned for the rest of Saga-ii.